Search and destroy.
Yo, new hype. Alright, this is Search and Destroy on Express.
Eliminate
There's a
ejectors.
ton of different strategies on this, so any input is greatly appreciated, but first we're going to go over attacking A. You want two subs rushing just right at A as hard as they can. Okay, so you're going to want a sub in train, maybe laying down right here, but you don't want him to go too far. You don't want him to get picked up from middle. Okay, so you want him, this is his responsibility just right here, making sure nobody else is rushing train. You want your other sub rushing outside. Okay, listening to make sure nobody climbed up into that building, but you're just wanting to chill out right here. You don't want to push too far because you might either get called out by somebody up here, somebody back here. You just don't want to push too far. You don't want to make yourself vulnerable, especially from guys going top train. But we're going to have a counter for that, and I'll explain why. But you want your sub just kind of chilling out right here. You want to make sure you clear A. You want your other AR to rush as well. He's going to have dexterity on something, and he's going to be watching this building, make sure this is clear. And we've got subs on both sides to help make sure it's clear, or to trade kills if a sub gets in here before he does. And he's going to check and just make sure that nobody's hanging around down here, just kind of waiting for something to happen. We're going to make sure no defenders are back there. I'm going to go ahead and plant. But you want that sub, the bottom sub, is the one that's going to be planting. So, as you make sure that's clear, like always, my philosophy is a quick plant puts pressure on the defense. So, that's our main goal, is to get a quick plant. Now, this AR, who's got to be running M8, that's just, you have to, basically. He's going to come down here and he's going to check top. Now, his goal is to pick off somebody sniping, trying to quick scope people. But his goal is to just pick up somebody right there. And then check, make sure there's nobody chilling right there in that spot. Now after this, he's looking middle, and if nobody's middle, we know they pressed hard for defense, so he's checking here. He's just bouncing back and forth, checking hallway, and watching our flank. Now it could be that they go middle and get right there, but it's very unlikely, and that's why that he checks middle before he goes down to the end of the stairs to watch flank. So now we're going to go with B's offense. You want to have one AR, one sub down here. Well, actually I think you should run two subs down this way personally. I normally would run trophy system right here. Have your AR run trophy system and have the subs nade the hell out of that back there. Okay, so they want to throw EMPs, frags, whatever you got, that's what you want back there. You want your trophy system right here in the middle, it doesn't really matter. And just kind of floating off the edge, but you just want to take a peek to see if there's somebody there. You don't want to actually get in a gunfight right here because you're pretty exposed. You want to make your fight right in between here so you got more cover, and even if you need to drop back more you can, but you've got plenty of cover on both sides, and it forces them to say, if you go back behind there, it forces them to go all the way back behind. If there's nobody down here, you're going to want to push up. You want to check right here because your subs, both subs, the guy with the bomb and the guy without the bomb, you're going to be checking here to make sure nobody got in front of them, but you'll know with the hit markers that you got. So if you didn't get any hit markers, you're instantly checking here. This is bomb guy's responsibility. Bomb guy is checking right here, and the other sub is going to be in control here, but he does not want to get picked up over there. That's his main job, is to not be killed. He wants to stay alive to protect the bomb carrier. The other AR is going to run middle. He's not going to push hard at all, so he's going to come here, just make sure nobody's pushing middle, and if they do, he's going to try and pick them up with the help of that sub, but if they don't, he's dropping all the way back and watching that flank back there. I'm going to go ahead and try and plant right here. Might not get it. Yeah, it will. So this AR, his responsibility, if he can get over here, is to now watch Arrival. So he's got arrivals. That AR has to rotate back to get departures, and he's just bouncing back and forth here. And hopefully we can have both the subs running up here. And if they need to trade kills, that's not that big a deal. But we want to want one sub watching this way, and we want one sub here. Now if they see somebody train, do not chase. That'll be the biggest problem, is if we get somebody out there and get them killed and we don't even at least trade kills, then we're in big trouble because we go man down. If we can get this set up, then I think that we'll be fine as far as
Good job. Get ready for the next round.
as far as offense on B goes. I love running B. I think it's a lot easier to do. It's a lot easier to get a plant on, but it's harder to defend in my opinion. So
Neutralize the objective. We got the bomb.
now I'm going to run over to B. We're going to run defense for it. B, as far as this goes, I think needs to be run the same way as we do on offense. We need to have one AR running trophy, laying it right down in the middle, and checking here to make sure that they're either running here or not running here. So if he's not, then he's instantly on the flank. Okay, so this AR, we'll just go ahead and follow his whole roll. This AR, if they are not going middle, is going to run and look for their guy right there, who should be watching flank. A good team should be watching flank. If they don't keep pushing up, he's going all the way around, and he's going to try and set up where that guy normally would be to watch their flank and hit them from the back over there and make callouts. This side sub needs to run upper middle, or not upper middle, but bottom middle, as I like to call it, towards the ticket booth this way. Pick up any kills that the AR player can't get because he went too soon. And then he doesn't want to go up here, because if this AR player is down there watching their flank and a sub runs up through this hallway, he's going to get smoked. So we don't want that. This sub is going to make a quick move, because they are going to try and they're going to try to get somebody watching middle if they can. But if they can't, that's great for us, but we want to make sure that's where they're going to try and plant. So this sub's responsibility now is to get to their flank through this train right here. So if he sees somebody middle, he's got to call that out, but we want to try and flank them. That's going to be our main goal for this sub, and to watch out for somebody like a Slayer running around in the middle. But if he doesn't see him, then we've got to try to get in a little closer with this sub to the flank. Now we're going to go over defense on A side. Defense on A side, I think, is pretty simple. You need to have an AR guy checking for snipers. Now this guy, especially on defense, does not need to worry about snipers. He's just checking. That's all he's doing. So say they are running a sniper, he can let that sub on the other side know that it's safe to go down that hallway. Sniper on sub, I'll take the no scope or quick scope chances of a missed shot and that sub getting the kill guaranteed. So he's just checking for a sniper. If he's got his head poked out, he's got no cover, go ahead and take him out. But it's a hell of a lot easier for a sniper to do a hard scope from that distance than it is for you to get 5 or 6 shots into a guy with an AR or an M8. So we want that AR checking here. And then his next job is to check middle. Because I'm more worried about this sniper and somebody going top train than I am about somebody going middle. Going middle is dangerous, and if you do it, you're not a good team. But if you do it and surprise the hell out of somebody, then go ahead and be my guest. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to have somebody here checking middle, and you're going to get blown away. So I'm more worried about this AR's the availability of him alive. We don't want him risking it going up here first and getting taken out from middle. So we want him checking first, and then his responsibility is top right there. That's his responsibility right there and right there. Now this sub, I think for defense, just chilling right here, helping out. And if this that AR player can call out somebody around the corner. He can hop right here and get a kill.
Good job.
But this
Get
is a
ready for the
great
next
spot on defense for
round. Search and
a
destroy.
sub. So with that sub right there and this AR watching middle so that they don't get flanked, you're going to be fine. Especially with that sub going bottom first to B side, and he checks middle. So we've got 2 checks on the middle, one from an AR spot over top, and then one from the SMG spot from ticket booth, and then he's going to flank. So we've got a bunch of spots covered, and if we can run this, I think we'll do great here on S&D. Let me know what you guys think. Leave this video a like. Thanks, guys.